Hello, my makeup loving friends. Today is just a very chilled out day. It is a chatty get ready with me when I'm just giving you like a general life update. So, talking about moving, going back to work, life post COVID, although we're still in COVID. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I'm not a monetized channel, so I can kind of say what I want. But I'm talking about that. I am talking about Mrs. recent visits. Spoiler alert, she's a doll. She's annoyingly nice. I've no tea to spill there other than I think my cat might like her more than she likes me. It's upsetting. And I might talk about my love life-ish. Because, well, it depends on whether or not I edit it out. So, if you just feel like slapping on some makeup while I precariously put this look together, let's face it, it's very intricate, it's very difficult. You know, you're gonna struggle to keep up. If that is the sort of thing that you were interested in, then do please keep on watching. I'm afraid no cats are featured in this video. She was like, no, I can't get behind this. It's not interesting. But there you go. I have my tea here, so you know I'm ready. And there's cats and everything. So look, it's just a chatty get ready with me, as I'm sure I said in the intro, because future me or past me, depending upon the way that you view time, is much more put together. As you can probably see, if you're super, super clever, I am not where I've been filming over the last couple of months. I've returned to Carlow like a triumphant prodigal daughter. So yes, I'm starting back in work again today after several weeks off, and let's face it, working in lockdown and working from home since March. So it's just really weird for me to be heading back. Feeling a little bit nervous about it. I mean, I'm never very good at change. So part of why I'm really glad I'm putting on makeup today is because I do look like, you know, something terrible has happened to me. I'm not doing anything major, obviously, because I'm lazy, that's right. I haven't been back in Carlow for that long. I'm using my XL Pro, which, by the way, smashed the mirror in the midst of me moving back here. So is it prophetic? Who knows? And I'm just going into this one here. No major learning here. But yeah, I've been back for almost a week now. I came back on a Thursday. And as a few of you might have noticed, Missa of Makemeupmissa came and visited me over the weekend. So she arrived on Friday night into Dublin Airport and we hung out over the weekend. We obviously filmed the new makeup releases, and by the time this video is going out, you will have noticed that myself, her and Elena Glam are now pairing. Is it pairing if there's three? Are teaming up like some sort of wonderful Powerpuff Girls to do the new makeup releases, which I'm now calling releases and rants, because I just thought it'd be fun to do that with friends. And I mean, they're just so talented and cool, and to be able to kind of hang out with them and make this into more of a fun experience is cool. So, I mean, I had Miss over. That was so cool. We had major plans to like do things. Like we were like, we're gonna do filming, and she was like, I'm gonna vlog, and I was like, yes, we're gonna do things. This gonna be a thing. And because I'm annoyingly chatty, we got nothing done. Either the poor thing was absolutely mithered with me because I was just like meh 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 meh, just wouldn't stop talking. But it was really, really nice, and we played with lots of makeup. And by played with lots of makeup, I mean stayed up until like 5:30 one morning just swatching things. Like there was no real rhyme or reason as to why we were doing what we were doing. But like, you know, it is what it is. Going in with Stila Kitten, which by the way I've been really enjoying as a highlighter because I'm extra. I can do what I want. Thank you. Yeah, don't know why that went weird, but look, it is what it is. So yeah, we just hung out. We didn't really do much. Ireland, I don't know what's happening here. I'm in Carlow and 3 of the counties around me have gone into lockdown again. So I'm a bit unsure about exactly what is going on. I'm trying to make myself look a bit more awake because I just kept like waking up intermittently last night. I think it's because again I've been off for so long and I just kept thinking about being back in work and getting myself all freaked out that I was going to sleep in. I'm going into the shade Pink Me, which is a lie of a shade because it looks like it's white, but it's actually like this amazing pink. It's ridiculous, like ridiculous. So I'll smoosh you there. So I just want to have something a little bit different in the corner there. So that's a little bit of an update about me. So in terms of what you call it, what's going on in my life. I've moved back to Carlow. It looks like things are starting to head back to normality. I say that and it'll probably all like fall apart like a wet piece of cake. Which God, I love a bit of cake even though it's like 9 in the morning. Yes, I know, 9 in the morning. But I'm still technically on leave until 12 o'clock. So I'm having a lazy day back to kind of get myself ready and into it, which I think is kind of good. Like I'm not angry at that. There we go. Like that'll do. Yeah, other news. Like I mean, it's hard to kind of talk about anything because I mean we've been in lockdown and it's not like there's been a lot going on. I think I'm gonna use this. Do I feel like being fancy? Yeah. Yeah, I have this Barry M High Vis liquid liner in, what is the green shade? Whatever that one is. It just says 5 on the bottom. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I'm going to be very, very quiet while I put this on because I'll be honest, I'm not very good at this. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to put on some lashes, etc. because I just can't do that while I'm being watched. It's a whole thing. And we'll come back and we'll shove some more makeup on my face. I'll decide whether or not it is that I'm going to tell you some other random stuff that's been happening. Because we're all friends here, just don't repeat it outside of this vein. See you back in a bit. So I put on the lashes and I finished off by putting a little bit of a green eyeliner on the waterline. Weren't they hard in the morning? It's just as well that I had turned off the camera because I got a call from Air because my internet has been down for basically a week. Who knew that it was so difficult to be without? I'm going to zoom you in the eyes. It's super, super simple. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I actually quite like it. So you can kind of see I have like a green and then the pop of pink on the inside. I know it looks very weird right now, but I mean, that's what I like. And once I have the makeup on elsewhere, it'll be fine. So I'm just going to use a little bit of primer. I have the Pixie Rose Flash Balm. I talked about this in my project plan. There isn't a lot of it left. I'd say maybe 2 or 3 more uses. But anyways, yes, so back to work today. I'm a little bit nervous about that. Has anyone else kind of headed back to work after a long period of time off? I know that Rebecca has. She's Rebecca JU reporting for Beauty Duty. I adore her. I'm going to link her channel below. So I know she's back in work at the moment, and that's, I mean, let's face it, that's tricky at the moment. Yeah, you'll do. I'm in 2 minds as to whether or not I'm going to say this next bit because I don't know how this is all going to go. This is all like gone down in the last 12-ish hours. So, screw it. I can always like edit this out I'm just using, is it WhatsApp? I found it's really nice to put underneath my foundation because I'm not sort of extra B. And I'm using the Revolution Matte Base in 0.5. It looks very pale on the camera, but it does all blend out really, really nicely on me. Ooh, there isn't a lot of this left. It's making a nice, like, farting noise. So I hope you're enjoying that. Actually, no, I'm going to say something really, really quickly. So I hit 500 subscribers last night. So that is, like, insane to me. So I'm going to be running a giveaway soon, probably in the next month or so. I want to wait until, like, I'm comfortably over 500 because, you know, you can lose and gain subscribers really quite easily. So my most recent giveaway, which I only just kind of did that the other day of like who won, and it was Laura from Gold Star Works, and she's lovely. I'm going to link her channel down below. And I went to the post office to try and send it, but they said that actually they haven't been sending off any packages to New Zealand, because she's based in New Zealand, or Australia since March, i.e. since everything went down. So they were kind of saying they might resume shortly, but then they were kind of saying my only other alternative is to do DHL, which would cost me €68. And I was like, that is almost the price of the prices in and of itself. So I was like, oh Jesus, that is just so much. I'll put a little bit more foundation on. So I've contacted her and I've just explained it to her, and I said, look, you know, I'm really sorry about this. You have won, and I will be sending these on like as soon as I possibly can. But you know, my hands are kind of tied at the moment. Laura, being fabulous, is very understanding about the entire thing, and yeah, she's willing to wait. But it does mean that it's made me think a little bit more about my next giveaway. Now, what I really like doing on my channel is when I'm giving away things, I like to give away things that I really enjoy. So say for instance, I gave away coloured rain stuff, some KOSB, I gave away a Touch of Glam Beauty before. They're a tried and tested thing for me. However, what I think I'm going to do is make it so that people can get a gift card and they can choose then what it is that they might like. And then there's less issue of kind of things being able to be sent or not. That's kind of what I was thinking. So I'm using the ABH Stick Foundation in Mink to attempt to make it look like I have cheekbones. Because, I mean, the reality is I look like a hamster that has eaten all of the treats, let's be real. So we make it look like I have mutton chops and we just bring it down. I know, you learned so much from me on this channel. It's very intricate, very difficult makeup looks. I mean, you know, Missa just, you know, when she was here, she was like, I wish I had your skills. And I was like, one day, Missa, one day you will learn. Can you imagine? Oh, Carlow's so talented, like it's like sickening. Between herself and Elena, I'm utterly sickened with them, like in the best way, like, and it's annoying because they're just really nice people as well. So I'm like, it's not fair that you're that talented and you're a nice person. It's gross, like it shouldn't be allowed. So I'm just going to use a little bit of e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and I mean a little bit because I really don't need much of this. Like it's, yeah. My under eyes have been weirdly dry. I'm sure you really wanted to know that. Okay, so this is a bit that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to say it. Nah, screw it, I'll say it. I'm just going to check my phone because I feel the compulsive need to check. Yeah. I have talked a little bit before about, you know, dating on my channel, and I even talked about some of my dating fails and, you know, all of the nonsense around that, and I do have more stories to come, so I'm just kind of like sitting down and kind of going, which ones are not traumatic and could be construed as like at least a little bit funny. So I'm going through those and kind of having a think about it. So I kind of thought to myself, oh, why don't you like try dating again? This is the thing, I go through spouts of kind of like trying it and then being like, no, I'm sassy and I'm fabulous by myself, which, by the way, I am. I'm perfectly happy with being by myself. I don't feel like I need necessarily like a partner. Like, I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't need a person to be happy. I just need CC and my makeup. Like, that's all I need. So I figured, screw it, I'll sign on to Bumble, and it kind of already had like my profile from like the last time, because it was like, we remember, we knew you'd be back, and I was like, oh Christ. So I was like, God damn it, why did you know I'd be back like some sort of an STD, you know, because we have a theme on this channel and it's not exactly age appropriate. Or, well, it is age appropriate. I'm 30, but if you're under the age of 18, don't ask what that is, you know. Just, I'm not here to tell you what that is. Trying to make it look like I have cheekbones. Let's trick the people. Trick them, I say. So, I promise, there is like a semi-point to this. There isn't really, but like, you know, whatever. I have to trick you as well. Using the Colourpop Super Shock. And this is in On the Cusp. Not really, no, why am I even telling you what it is that I'm using? It's not like you're really learning anything. But whatever, we're doing our makeup together. It's fine. Everything's fine. But anyways, I went on to Bumble. And of course, it's like... it's like there's only so many people in Ireland. Like, there's what, 6 million or something. And, you know, once you parse out, like, other straight people, like other women, and like, you know, all of that, it's like there's a limited number, and you know, you have it set towards saying like who's in your area. So it came up on somebody that I had gone out with, and I was just peeing myself laughing over their profile because I'm a shady bee, and they had put down like their IQ, which I was like, okay, like, we're not in a eugenics program, and also, there's no way your IQ was that. Like, I'm just saying, it wasn't, and mine is higher. But I sent that on to a friend of mine who I'm friendly with, obviously. If you're friends with them, you're friendly with them, unless like it's a really screwed up friendship. So I sent it on to him and I was like, oh my God, look at this. So we were kind of laughing over that, and then he was like, oh yeah, I've come across your profile. And like he screenshot it, and I was like, oh, okay. And he was kind of joking over that and kind of going, oh yeah, what a fitty. BT dubs. Yeah, I'm going to say it. Oh my God. Word vomit. He does not have a channel, by the way, so if he sees this, there is distinct possibility. Anyways, I think he's super cute and he's really nice. So when he was like, oh yeah, what a fitty, I was like, I know you're probably joking, but I'ma take it. I'ma take it. So, bearing in mind, alright, I remember talking to him about this. Where on earth did I leave my brow brush? I know, I'm so like all over the place on topics. Look, it's why you love me. We're all together. That was very presumptuous of me to say that you love me. We're at that point in our relationship. Anyways, he had said to me before, that was around like Christmas, that he was like, oh yeah, I saw you on Bumble, I swiped left. Because he was like, I always swipe left on somebody that I know, because then they won't see my profile. And he was like, yeah, that's how the algorithm works. Like, it kind of won't show you people unless there's a high probability of you matching to them. And I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. And you know, when he was all like, oh yeah, I swiped left on you, I was like, rude. That was at Christmas. So I was like, oh, he's clearly not interested. So, I mean, to each their own, it's fine. Like I said, I'm a strong, confident woman. I'm fine by myself. I have 1 cat living with me and 3 cats in Mayo, so 4 in all. You know, I may want a 5th, who knows, I'm at that point in my life. So he had said like, oh, I saw your profile, and I was like, oh, okay. And he was joking about that, and oh God, what am I saying? Like, Christ, such a twat. Me, not him. And anyways, bearing in mind that, you know, he kind of said, you know, the algorithm won't show you up if, like, you have not liked somebody or something. And look, I'm trying to follow my own train of thought and I'm a bit garbled, so I'm sorry about this. So anyways, he came up on mine. So I kind of sat there for ages, like looking at that, kind of going, why has he come up? Is there a possibility that he's swiped on me? I mean, he might have, but I was like, there's also a distinct possibility that he hasn't. And I was like, why would he swipe on me? I'm a very, very strange woman. But then I was like, be empowered. You're fabulous. You're a 30-year-old with fabulous brows, and that's what men love. They love brows. So anyways, I sat there for ages kind of going, what do I do? What do I do? But by the way, like, who does that? Who spends so much time thinking about these things that, you know, they're almost like, what, like paralyzed by kind of not knowing what it is that they're meant to be doing. So I'm just going to take like a bit of concealer because, you know, these masks have me absolutely destroyed. There is a point, I promise. So anyways, in the end, I was like, screw it. He'll never know if I hit right and he hasn't hit right. It'll just be like, not a big deal, you know? So I hit right. And anyways, we've matched. I'm as surprised as you are. Trust me with me. Peter Mann reference. I was going to say reference. It's one of those days. So let me see. Just try and find a brush. Come here, brush. Yeah. So we've matched, and he hasn't noticed yet because he's not great at checking these things, or maybe he's just like, maybe it was a joke. I don't know. So I'm currently in a state of high anxiety / flux because that's my sweet spot. And to make matters, you know, more interesting for myself, because, you know, that's what I do. There's a distinct possibility I won't upload this, but screw it, whatever, we're all friends. So he's going back to the UK, like to visit family for a little bit. So I said I would bring him to the airport, and I agreed this with him like a few days, or yesterday or the day before or whatever, before I matched. Like, we matched less than 12 hours ago. So it's a 1 hour journey in a car to Dublin Airport. So it's gonna be interesting. Like, my little stupid, screwy, unhelpful brain is like, oh, excuse me, teabag. You know, he probably swiped right because it was a joke. I'm like, that's a really stupid joke, but also could be a possibility. Not that he's like that, but it's just that's where my head is going. So yeah, I'm currently in a state of anxiety. So yeah, thought I'd fill you guys in because it's quite funny, and I don't know what's happening. So obviously I'm not naming his name. If he watches this, he'll know who he is. Yeah, actually, you know what? As a general thing, tell me how you guys met your significant others. Why? Because I'm nosy. I'm really loving, like I said, the Stila Kitten eyeshadow as a highlighter. I mean to tell you, look at that. You tell me that isn't beautiful. You just try and I will hurt you. Because that's where I am with my life right now. Yeah, so if you let me know down below, you know, how you met your partners, that would be great, because I'm very, very nosy. And if you can, I don't know, like say a prayer or something for Mojo, that would be wonderful. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm meant to do with my face. Obviously I have to do my lips, but I'm pretty much there at this point. Oh, I tried the ABH lip stain the other day. I figured out that if you put it on via like a lip brush first, it applies like a little bit more, what's the word, like evenly and like less patchy. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I don't apply it via the doe foot because it also puts way too much product, and I have thin, scrawny lips. Missa had a lot of trouble getting it off, but I didn't, not when I used it in that way. So I'm thinking if you like that, that may be the way to approach that. There we go. Like that does not look bad. I do obviously have to fix my hair, etc. Does anyone want to like take care of me as a person? Trying to figure out what it is that I want. I might grab a gloss. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I did my hair and I put on earrings. And I think I might put on a hairband. Because, you know, let's go for it. Let's just do it. Yeah, I might zoom you in a bit more because we're a little bit weirdly out of focus. And I mean, let's be real, you just wanted to be able to see me properly. So I have this CYO lip liner, which by the way, it's in the shade Line 'em Up, but I got this when it was on sale because I think they're getting rid of them. This is in the shade Handful. I think it's just called a Line 'em Up pencil. And I really like the shade of this. It's really close to my actual like natural lip colour. See? Because like normally if I was doing a look like this, I'd do a bold red lip. But masks, and like you're dicing with death if you want to put a red lip on and then a mask. Just asking for trouble. I mean, that'll do, pig, that'll do. I also have a very itchy nose and you have to deal with that. I have the Lunar Beauty lip gloss in the shade Celine, which I keep putting back into its box, which is just very odd and weird of me. Are we that surprised? Friggin' love the smell of this. That was a very attractive look for me. I know, try not to fall in love with me. It's so difficult. So, I've been so into glosses lately, and this is very pleasing to me. So, feels like this is not sitting on my head properly. Whatever, it is what it is. That is it. That is the full look. It was just a general chatty life update. Don't know if I'll edit out certain bits. I would say wish me luck, but by the time I've put this all up, things will have transpired. Yeah, do please like, comment and subscribe, all that general jazz. When you like, when you comment, when you subscribe, it lets YouTube's algorithm know that I am worth living, and then they don't send the assassins, and you know, they just don't do that to my parents. That'd just be very, very sad. So keep me alive. That'd be nice. Do please share, because sharing is caring, unless of course it's an STD, in which case, you know, wrap it up, don't be gross, use a prophylactic, a condom, whatever your thing of choice is, a thing. But that is it, that is the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.